love. We believe that love is the key to a fulfilling life, and we define love as the awareness and acceptance of our wholeness. It is coming to understand that each of us is an individualization of infinite consciousness. And as that individualization of infinite consciousness, we're meant to be unique. We're meant to explore and to experience life in all of its fullness as only we can. We talk about what is the basis of what we teach. It's the science of mind and it's meditation. So it's actually a common combination of both the East and the West spiritualities coming together. I think it's the best of all worlds. And so with that, why don't you and I start off by going within? So I invite you to come to a comfortable, seated, upright position with your back straight, your hands gently resting on your lap. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to your breath. Consciously breathing into your heart and breathing out from your heart. And as you breathe in, you're breathing in infinite love. And then when you're breathing out that infinite love into every cell, the space between the cells, and you're breathing it out from your physical being into all directions. So you are becoming a light being radiating perfect love. It is here in this state of love that all healing takes place. In love, there is no disease. In love, we exist as the infinite, whole, perfect, complete, wise, and powerful. It is here in love that we release the ego's need to judge, knowing that love and judgment do not coexist. When there is love, judgment falls by the wayside. So for just a moment, think about some aspect of your life where you are judging yourself. And bring that event, that way, into your mind with such deep clarity. And when you're judging, you know that you're focused on the negative, the downside. I want you now to become the observer, the witness, and see the good that comes out of what you perceive as the bad. There is always balance in the universe. There is always balance in our lives. We just forget to look, to see that in each and every moment, we are equally challenged and supported. Find the blessing in this event you've chosen to look at. And then breathe in love and breathe out love into that event, letting go of any attachment, any negative emotions, and keep breathing into it and out of it until you find a state of peace, a state of balance, realizing that the divine in you sees everything in perfect balance. And now, having consciously transformed our energy to one of love, we fill our heart with gratitude. Gratitude that we are alive. Gratitude for our uniqueness. Gratitude for the uniqueness of everyone else. Gratitude to realize that we create our lives. And in this consciousness, in this state of awareness, start to bring yourself back to this time, this place, your body. And when you're ready, gently begin to open your eyes, put a smile on your face as you come back as a renewed experience of life. I thought it would be appropriate today to talk about gratitude. And here's my talk title, and I don't know if you're going to dig it. Don't care, it's my talk title, and I believe it. Gratitude is not a one-sided coin. And guess what? We've been taught to believe that it is. And that's the great fallacy that we're living in. We're thinking that gratitude is a one-sided coin. And with that, we're not going to make it. It's just not going to work for us. So you've got to be able to understand that gratitude is so much more. So very, very much more. And so with that, let's explore this idea together. And we often look at gratitude as an emotional response where one person expresses appreciation for an act received from another. Yeah, I know when I visit my granddaughter, Claire, she's 5, a beautiful 5, and I bring her a present or I make her breakfast or something like that. She goes, "Oh, Baba, I'm so grateful." And I love that. But then when I challenge her, she says, "I don't like that." She's not in gratitude, is she? But yet, the challenge is causing her to grow, isn't it? So when we think about it and we look at it, most people think of gratitude as the act of acknowledging good things in their lives and recognizing the positive aspects that often go unnoticed in our daily routines. Recognizing the good things. And some days, there may not be a lot of things that you consider good in your life. And you go, what am I going to be grateful for? Here's one thing you can always be grateful for. You can always be grateful that you're simply alive. Because you can feel, you can sense, you can experience, you can create. Doesn't matter what, but you're alive. In my world, I don't know of anything greater to be grateful for. Isn't that the best good? And so gratitude then is really a practice where we express appreciation for all of our successes as well as our failures. And in doing so, we acknowledge the lessons learned and we recognize the strengths gained through both success and hardship. That's right. In life, it's never going to be just one side. So at the end of the day, are you able to express appreciation for the good and the perceived bad? And you're saying to me, Lee, I can't be grateful for the bad. Yes, you can. Because you can see how it grows you, how it expands you, how it makes you a greater expression, how it prepares you for the next lesson, the next experience, whether it's good or bad. I know very recently, 2 weeks ago, we lost our beautiful yellow lab, Bailey. And I considered it horrific. I mean, she was the best dog, my companion, my friend. Nobody loved me as unconditionally as Bailey did. That was bad. What's the good that came out of that? It got me to appreciate that every moment I had with her, especially her last 3 years, where she was diabetic and went blind. So that's what we were living with. And every moment she was alive and she wanted something, I immediately responded. I did it out of love because I chose her. I chose her to be my dog. And so now, here we are, 2 weeks later, and there's this beautiful, beautiful little puppy, Nikki. And Nikki is in my life, and I feel the love. So what was bad opened the door for good. And now, it's not the same, because with Bailey, she'd just sleep. So I could do things. I had freedom. But now I've got a puppy. And she wants constant attention. She bites me. You should see my hands. But you see, it's part of the process. It's part of the process of life. And because I've gone through this before, because of the hardship I experienced losing my dog, I am so grateful to have this new one. I'm so grateful to love her and to be of service to her and to create a safe and loving environment for her. And I realize that if I can create a safe and loving environment for her, I can create a safe and loving environment for me, my wife, my sons, my granddaughters, my friends, and all the people I come in contact with. You see, gratitude is about cultivating a level of awareness where we understand we are the creators of our life experiences and that they all serve the same purpose of increasing our level of awareness. You see, I believe the purpose of life is to become more and more and more aware of our infinite nature. And when we can do that, we bless every experience because the challenge feeds the growth. And while doing that, fully, completely experience everything in our lives, the good, the bad, the indifferent. Appreciate them. That's pure awareness. Now you're looking at life through the eyes of the divine. And there is nothing greater than that connection. You see, gratitude is an inward to outward flow that shapes our relationship to ourselves and to the world around us. Gratitude is inward because it's a perception. It's a way of looking at the world. It's not waiting for an effect to come in. It's not getting a new car to be grateful for. It's not getting the new puppy to be grateful for. No, it's creating the environment within us, an inward environment that outflows into the outward. I could have got a new puppy and been miserable because look at all the work I got to do. I didn't have to do the work. No, I was in gratitude to experience and start to create a new relationship, one that was completely unconditional. You see, if we could pray one prayer, let it be a prayer of gratitude. For in doing so, we set the law of cause and effect into motion to attract more of what we're grateful for. Think about this. If you can see all sides to a situation and you're grateful for that, whatever situation comes up, you're going to be able to look at all sides and find gratitude. But if you're attached to seeing it one way, Gratitude is not going to be your natural source. It's not going to be the way that you're going to look at life. You're going to hate when it's down, and you're going to go high when it's up, and it's going to be an emotional roller coaster. And sometimes when it gets low, we forget about the highs. I see that with people all around me right now. More and more and more people struggling. They say, Lee, what have I got to be grateful for? Again, come back to, I'm alive. I can feel. Here's a great one. I can think. And when I think, I can choose. And when I choose, I become a conscious creator. That's really something to be grateful for. You see, gratitude is a multifaceted perception and way of thinking of life that opens us to the richness and fullness of the human experience. I believe that I am a point of infinite consciousness. I believe that everyone is. And I believe that I have a body and I have a mind for the sole purpose of experiencing this life. And I want you to know, I love it. I love what my senses can produce, both the yin and the yang. I love the fullness of life. Every day I'm equally challenged and supported. And when you've got that in your mind, guess what? You're never bored. If you're bored, you're not aware. It's time to wake up and find out that life is so much more than not having nothing to do. You see, when we appreciate all aspects of life, we minimize the effects of a one-sided life, which can lead to depression through the belief in a completely unrealistic expectation. Yeah, the opioid of the masses is that you can be happy all the time. And that's why so many people are unhappy. The truth is, you will be equally supported and challenged. And everything, support and challenge, is to make you more aware of what? Your infinite nature, of the infinite possibilities that exist within you. So, gratitude reduces the symptoms of depression and anxiety, and it increases self-esteem while improving your sense of fulfillment with daily life. Don't worry about the end of your life. Don't worry about yesterday. Become fulfilled with this moment, with this day, with this life, because that's what it's all about. Living in the moment, being grateful for the moment, seeing all sides to the moment, and realize you created it all. You're responsible because it's all your perception. Today, you can begin your inner journey of gratitude by expressing your gratitude for simply being alive. Be grateful for every breath you take. Be grateful for the people in your lives. For God's sakes, be grateful and smile. Life is to be enjoyed as you and as only you can. I want to thank you for taking the time to be with me today. If this message touched you, please share. Please spread it all over the planet. We need this message more than ever. Also, if you're looking to plug in, go to agapespiritualcenter.com. Click on the calendar and find the many, 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 many ways that you can plug in. It doesn't matter where you live in the world, because most of our events are virtual. And in that, we can connect, we can grow, we can share, and we can become grateful for this life. And I'd love for you to express some gratitude by making a donation to Agape, because it is through your selfless giving that we're able to bring this message and expand this message to more and more people. I believe the world needs this message now more than ever. If you agree with me, support us. Just go to agapespiritualcenter.com and give from your heart. Never out of obligation, always out of gratitude. With that, my beautiful ones, it's your day. Make it a great one and be grateful for it. Much love.